And now we hope some of you can stay because we need to go through our TED and EAP uh, AGM. It won't take very long, but we do have to report on what we've been doing over the year. We've got a short summary from all of the from the committee members. So I will put the slides up, team, and you can tell me when to move through if I've got them open somewhere. Be helpful. So yeah, we've had another busy year in the SIG. Can you see the TED and EAP SIG slide on your screen?
Yes, we can.
Yep.
Yes,
Brilliant.
yeah.
Okay. So we're just going to run through briefly the different committee members' reports. And the first one is mine and Lindsay's. We have co-convened since the start, but this is Lindsay and mine's. This is our last gig as we're handing over the Constitution as requirements for SIG members to stand or restand, and then after a certain time, give to someone else. So this is Lindsay and I's last one. Lindsay, do chip in at any point. This is what we're going to do. We have been quite active as usual through the year. You'll see from the events, social media and web people as they come on talking about what we've done. We've had a range as usual, some focus towards teacher education. In that way of thinking about how you organise, disseminate, and support, and also for individual developments. We've got a really good range of talks. I'm sure events will talk about that. We did last year. We had presented on the CPD mapping survey, what people actually do, and then to last year and to Bali, the conference, we did a second round where we were trying to look at the different information and factors. So we had people of different levels of experience working in different contexts, and we asked them about CPD. So we were trying to link that together. Lindsay and I completely left our comfort zone. We're looking at statistical correlations. We had some great help in this, but we did 10 different checks and none of them showed any statistical significance. So we kind of gave up on that and went back to the main survey results. But we did present on that at Bali 2025. We also did the slow PIM. Lindsay, do you want to say anything about the slow PIM?
About the what? Sorry?
The slow QMUL
Oh,
slow PIM.
there was an issue of syllable stress there, and I wondered what sloping was. Yes, we. Sorry, I'm on holiday. My brain's gone to mush. We attended, presented. I don't know what you call it when it's a slow PIM. So we had the idea of asking institutions to share how they organise CPD institutionally, and so we had a Padlet embedded within the main slow PIM Padlet, which Queen Mary was hosting last June. And so people contributed to that. And then on the day itself, we did a short talk and talked a little bit about the kind of things that we had seen on the Padlet and what the implications were for institutions to organise CPD for their EAP team. And from that, we have produced a resource. So we collated all the information, we've provided a little commentary, and that resource will be going onto our website quite soon. So that's something that anyone who's got any responsibilities for organising CPD in their institution could look at for ideas. There was a wide range of ideas for how you can do CPD with your EAP team. Yes, that was the slow PIM.
We also did, because it's been 5 years, we thought it'd be a good time for us to reflect on what we've done. And so we did a short news report in Journal of English for Academic Purposes, which is there. It was partly for us to reflect, but also partly to promote the SIG. And in the same way, we have two things on. One on the website is get to know your SIG members, but we also did a very short promotional recording so people know what it's like to be in the SIG as a committee member and what's required. So I think that's on our YouTube. Lots of it's about working with people and meeting and kind of developing our range of our events. We did put out a call for new committee members. That's mainly confirmed. We will announce it later this week because there are some things to do with the ordinary member, which will be a new role or new roles within the SIG. So just if you bear with us for a few more days, uh, while that gets sorted out. And I think just the last thing I think Lindsay and I would both like to say is a huge thank you to everyone that comes to the TED and EAP SIG. We love seeing people come from so many different contexts. We learn loads ourselves, but also to all the people that we've worked with on the committee. Lindsay, you want to
Yes,
say
yes, I can
yes?
only echo a very big thank you to everyone that ever comes along to these events and get something from them, but especially to our team. We like to think it's the best SIG and the best SIG team. We might be biased, but they really are. And we know Carol and I are confident that they will take forward the work that we started in a very positive and exciting way as well.
Yeah.
So thank you to our team.
We haven't finished quite yet. Next is the treasurer summary. So, Lindsay.
Yes. Oh, we have a misspelling on the slide. Yes.
It's okay. It's
So we
gone
hold
quickly.
an account with Lloyd's, and that, for anyone who's been involved in the SIG, will know that that took quite a lot of setting up to do. And we all SIGs get £200 from BALIP each year, and we have used that in different ways over the years. This year, in particular, we have used it to support some participation in the Plymouth biennial conference, the BALIP conference. So we were able to support some conference attendance with that. I'm struggling to see because it's on a tiny laptop. What I understand from our SIG officer, Helen, is that given all the trouble we've been having with the bank accounts, all the SIGs across BALIP have had various difficulties. And also now that they've been charging, I don't think Lloyd's used to charge us, but they now charge us £4.25 monthly. So we understand that it's going to an expenses system for later, and that should probably make things a lot easier, I think. But yeah, generally, apart from the conference attendance, we've been able to spend on promotional, what I believe the young people are calling merch, and so Angeliki helped us organise some lovely merchandise that we were able to promote our SIG when we were in Plymouth last year. Have I missed anything? Yeah, so basically the accounts are all there and hopefully they all add up because numbers are not my strong point. But we currently have left £117.37, which we will work out what to do with. And then I think we will be closing the account and going on to the expense system. Did I miss anything there, Carol, with my short-sightedness?
No, I don't think so.
I'm sure look hugely
I,
professional as well because I'm sitting propped up in the bed in my holiday home. So
I think one of the things just is we get a small amount from Barleap every year, but the reason we don't spend very much money is because we do everything online, which I imagine we'll keep the original idea because the ideas for the SIG started pre-COVID, and it would be probably there might be some face to face, but we know we get people from all over the world, literally all over the world, and so online seems the way to go. But it also means we don't have very much money to spend, really. Okay, the next one is events. Event highlights.
Hi there. Yeah, so oh, could we make the screen a little bit smaller? I think
Is that better?
that's yeah, that's it. I think it needs to go to 100%. So yes, yeah. So we've done if you go on to the next screen, Carol, it's just that's just decorative.
It's nice though.
Right. Okay, so we've done 7 events, which that kind of averages out about just over once every 2 months. So that's kind of what we've been doing every year. So and the interesting thing as well is we've probably had more events where we've got 3 people presenting, I think, this year, which has been quite interesting. We've also included intercultural communication in 2 of our events, so that's kind of an area that we wanted to include more on. And yeah, I mean the attendance has been good. I wouldn't say we'd had any events where I think we have had events where we've had like over 100, but we're averaging around 40 at each event, just under. So that's great. The satisfaction rates are good. People are happy. We don't get a lot of feedback, which all say indicates that we need to change anything drastically. We do get ideas about future talks, which is good, but what one of the things was around the attendance certificates that we hand out. There were some technical issues, but mainly it's people just want more time to talk. Really, that's I think over all the years we've done this, that has always come back as feedback. More time to talk. So it's obviously one of the key things that people like to do and network and get to know each other. And then in terms of future events, we're going to focus more on AI. Obviously, I think everybody's interested in AI and in particular how it's impacting assessment, how it's impacting CPD, um, and perhaps some things for the future. And then another event that we want to do fairly soon would be really getting the group together and just having a think through what you would like, what our members would like for the next 2 years. So that's something that we'll be doing fairly soon. And I think that's really it from me. So I'll hand over to Faith now.